Zum Bau, während man in Südafrika ja die Lage hat, dass in Mehrheit die Schwarzen ja seinerzeit ausgesiedelt wurden, zwangsausgesiedelt wurden aus den Städten und immer noch in diesen Gebieten leben, aber ihre Bauweise eine außerordentlich arme Bauweise ist, die energetisch katastrophal ist, innen sehr heiß im Sommer und im Winter fürchterlich kalt und keine Heizungsmöglichkeiten. Und da bot sich so ein Haustyp wirklich an. Wir haben einen Verein gegründet, in dem wir dann verschiedene Leute zusammengebracht haben, aus Niedersachsen vor allen Dingen, die sich dann auch mit dem Bau dieses Hauses stärker beschäftigt haben, mit dem Entwurf dieses Hauses. Und ich habe dann zum ersten Mal eine Vorstellung dieses Hauses zusammen mit dem INEP in Bozen in Italien gemacht, also im Südtiroler Bereich. Und dort kam das Haus sehr, sehr gut auf der Ausstellung an.
The house came. It was a big thing for us, really, real big thing for us. And also the dedication of the site before we could actually set up the house. And the manner the house is actually constructed, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's a 62 square meter house. We had to do some excavation, which we didn't anticipate. That is preparing of the ground. But the house took more or less 2.5 days to set up. That was an eye-opener for all of us, and even for myself. I mean, I never thought so that it would be done. And you end up with a product that's so nice. I mean, it meets the basic standards of any construction. And I would say we got more value than what we thought for. I mean, the value that you will see in that house, it's beautiful, it's nice, it's warm. You cannot default it and say that it's a sub kind of standard house with all the deficiencies that you may have in the house, but it's good. It's good. For instance, let me make you an example. I spoke about the African dance group that practices in the house. It's a noisy group because they shout, they dance. If you close all the doors and the windows, the house is more or less semi-noise proof. It's very nice that way. So that people can work in the house without any disturbance, right? If it's cold, the house is not heated. You are able to contain the heat inside so that people do not have to feel cold into it, you see. And also myself, I've been into the house more or less every time. I spend a lot of time up there. The house, it's good. The house is warm. The house is good. No, they're dancing on the house. They are dancing on the house. I mean, the house is used more or less every week by the young people because it's a combination of issues that we're doing in the house. We're doing the HIV/AIDS work in there. We allow the youth to use the house for their dancing group. So it's used like any other normal house. Well, the goals that we met was actually the way the house is actually constructed. The engineering goals of the house, they're excellent, that I must say. The house brings new innovations into our country because we don't use that kind of structure for proper housing in our country. So that's what it brings. And also the house in terms of its energy use. I would say, for instance, you don't have to heat the house that much. Because it keeps heat in if it's cold outside, and it keeps heat out if it's too hot outside. So in that arrangement, one is able to save a lot of energy into it. And also the maintenance of the house, if you look at the structure really, the maintenance of that house is very, very, very minimal. In a way, yes, I would say so that I've gained something. The new innovation, of course, the new technology, I would put it that way. The new technology employed in the building up of the house is a new thing to me. And of course, I still need to learn more about the whole concept of this kind of house, how best maybe to do that on a large scale, let's say, for instance, for the whole township or for the whole town, and seeing the possibilities of maybe creating a village out of this project. So that's the exciting part for me. I do not, let me put it this way, I do not have the words to fully describe how normal the house is, or maybe meeting the expectations that one would have expected. For instance, the warming of the house is better than the local structures. The only negative is this, that the house, the way it is built, is not what the local people are used to, and the product is not available in the country. That's the challenge, you see. But the local participants, I can say to you, the local participants, they're highly, highly impressed about what we have brought in, and they would like to see more of it. Hence, I was saying before, maybe it will help us if we can look at possibilities very genuinely and very hard doing a very thorough study of the whole thing, maybe creating a home kind of a situation out of this, but that would need a thorough strategy and looking at ways and means to realize it, and of course engaging government to be part of the whole thing.
Ich würde mir natürlich schon sehr wünschen, dass dieses Projekt kein einmaliges Gebäude bleibt, sondern dass sich daran herumrankt. Von der Landseite her wäre das eigentlich unproblematisch, und wir wissen alle, die Wohnsituation der Menschen ist dort vor Ort außerordentlich prekär, sodass man sich nur wünschen kann, dass dieses Projekt sich vergrößert und auch nachahmer eben in anderen Bereichen auch findet.